Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. The first episode of It, Welcome to Derry, wastes no time letting us know that this isn't your average Stephen King adaptation. The Muschietti siblings go all in. Blood, fear, and psychological dread. And what we get is a brutally dark and visually nightmarish pilot that expands on Pennywise's origin while showing just how cursed the town of Derry really is. This is a prequel that feels more dangerous and more disturbing than anything the movies dared to show. And after watching episode 1, it's clear. This is not just another return to Derry. It's the start of something cosmic, horrifying, and heartbreakingly human. Matty's story, Derry's forgotten kid. The episode starts with Matty, a lonely teenager who clearly doesn't belong anywhere. He sneaks into the Capitol Theater, his usual escape from a town that doesn't want him. The theater's playing The Music Man, and while everyone else is too busy making out in the back rows, Matty's lost in his own world. He's been caught sneaking in before, but the projectionist, Hank, and his daughter Ronnie take pity on him. In Derry, kindness is rare, and Hank's one of the few people who sees Matty as more than a nuisance. But there's a sense that this night is different. Matty's done with Derry. Whatever's going on at home is so unbearable that he's decided to leave town for good. He gets a ride out of Derry from a seemingly nice family headed to Portland. At first, they seem harmless. Almost too harmless. But this is Derry, and good intentions never last long here. The ride takes a turn when the radio starts talking about the nuclear threat of the Cold War, just one more layer of fear blanketing 1960s America. But the real horror is inside the car. The family who picked up Matty aren't just weird, they're deranged. The mother goes into labor, but instead of a baby, she gives birth to a monstrous creature right there in the car. The family cheers as if this abomination is a blessing, while Matty can only scream. The creature lunges at him, and in one swift, grotesque moment, Matty is dragged into the darkness. And just like that, Derry claims another victim. The kids left behind, Lilly, Theodore, and Phil. Matty's disappearance ripples through the town, though not everyone reacts the same way. For most people, it's just another Derry tragedy. But for 3 kids, Lilly, Theodore, and Phil, it's a wound that won't heal. Phil is the self-proclaimed conspiracy expert of the group, always rambling about aliens, Martians, and secret government experiments. He's convinced everything bad has some grand cosmic explanation. Theodore is his best friend, though lately he's been haunted by Matty's absence. And then there's Lilly, the only one who truly cared about Matty. Lily's story might be the most tragic of all. The whole town calls her Loony Lily because of what happened to her father. He worked in a jarring plant and died in a horrific accident. An accident that everyone in the town turned into a twisted local legend. Lily's been blamed, whispered about, and isolated ever since. Even her own mother treats her coldly, as if she's a constant reminder of guilt. But Matty was different. He was the one person who treated Lily like a human being. He even gave her a turtle charm, a quiet nod to Maturin, the cosmic turtle that represents creation and balance in Stephen King's universe. And that charm? It's going to mean a lot more than she realizes. The drain that speaks. Months after Matty's disappearance, Lily is trying to move on, but one night while she's in the bathtub, she hears something. Matty's voice. Coming from the drain. At first, it's a faint echo of "You Got Trouble" from The Music Man. Then she sees fingers, long, pale fingers emerging from the drain hole. The image is pure nightmare fuel, but it's also deeply symbolic. Derry's rot starts underground, in its sewers, in its unseen spaces. And this is the first sign that Pennywise's evil is beginning to take form. Lily's instinct is to reach out to the only people who might believe her, Theodore and Phil. But convincing them isn't easy. Phil, the conspiracy kid, thinks it's too wild even for him. Theodore doesn't dismiss her outright, though. He knows Derry's weirdness runs deep. Still, Lily's sure she heard Matty. She's not crazy, at least not yet.
Derry's adults. The Hanlon connection. While the kids deal with the supernatural, there's another story unfolding that ties directly into the town's dark history. We meet Major Leroy Hanlon, a decorated pilot transferred to Derry's airbase to test a new B-52 bomber. If the name Hanlon sounds familiar, that's because this is the ancestor of Mike Hanlon from IT, the Losers Club's historian and keeper of Derry's secrets. Leroy's arrival shows us another layer of Derry's sickness. Racism. One officer, Masters, even mocks Leroy's authority until General Shaw humiliates him in front of everyone. But the racial tension is just one piece of the unease. There's something else, something classified happening at the base. Special projects, they call it, and everyone acts like it's better not to ask questions. That night, masked intruders break into Leroy's quarters and demand information about the new plane. They're clearly not ordinary thieves. Russian spies? Maybe. But in a show about cosmic horror, nothing's ever that simple. Leroy and Polly fight them off, but this attack feels less like espionage and more like the town itself rejecting them, like Derry's darkness doesn't want them there. The fear spreads. Back with the kids, Theodore's home life gives us one of the most disturbing sequences in the episode. His father, an Orthodox Jewish man and Holocaust survivor, constantly traumatizes his son with stories of human cruelty. He even talks about lamps made of human skin until in one terrifying moment, Theodore actually sees one. The lamp comes alive, chasing him through the room. Whether it's a hallucination or Pennywise feeding on fear doesn't matter. It's Derry doing what Derry does best, turning trauma into terror. This scene also hides a brilliant Easter egg. The mention of regurgitation connects to Stephen King's lore that Maturin, the cosmic turtle, created the universe by vomiting it up. The duality is crystal clear. Creation through the turtle, destruction through Pennywise. Derry is the battleground for both. When Theodore tells Phil what he saw and Lilly adds her drain story, the three realize something monstrous is happening. If they tell the adults, they'll end up in the asylum. So they decide to investigate on their own. That's when Lilly finds something crucial in the old newspapers. An article about the last person who saw Matty alive, Ronnie, Hank's daughter. The Capitol Theater returns. When the kids visit Ronnie, she's furious. Matty's name has become taboo in her house since the police accused her father, Hank, of being involved in his disappearance. But when Phil accidentally mentions hearing Matty's song, Ronnie's expression changes. She's heard the same thing. Voices, whispers, and children calling her name from the Capitol Theater's basement. That's when it clicks. Matty's spirit, or something wearing his shape, is calling to them from below. Ronnie takes them back to the Capitol, determined to find out the truth. As they explore the eerie, dust-covered theater, she sets up the projector to distract them. The Music Man starts playing again, the same movie Matty was watching before he vanished. But this time, something's different. On screen, Matty appears. He's holding the monstrous baby that took him. The same family that kidnapped him is right there. And Matty? He smiles back at them. But it's not Matty anymore. It's Pennywise. That chilling grin, the kind that made Skarsgård's performance iconic, flashes across the screen. And suddenly, the Capitol Theater becomes a slaughterhouse. The massacre. The alien baby bursts out of the movie like a twisted projection of fear. It's grown enormous and completely unstoppable, tearing through the kids like paper. Blood sprays across the theater seats. Screams echo against the old walls. Everyone dies except for two people, Lilly and Ronnie. Ronnie survives only because she's in the projector room, away from the chaos. But Lily's survival feels deliberate. She clutches Matty's turtle charm as the creature looms over her, and for some reason, it doesn't touch her. Maybe the charm protects her, Maternin's light shielding her from Pennywise's darkness. Or maybe, and this is the more haunting theory, the entity chooses her. Because Derry always needs survivors, people to carry its trauma, to spread the fear, to keep the cycle alive. When it's all over, Lilly stands among the bodies of her friends, trembling and alone. Whatever innocence she had left is gone, and you can already tell how the town will react. Derry doesn't comfort its survivors. It punishes them. Lilly will be blamed, isolated, and pushed closer to madness, just like Derry once. The meaning of it all. The first episode of Welcome to Derry doesn't just reintroduce Pennywise. It shows the process of his infection. He doesn't simply appear out of nowhere. He grows in the cracks of human cruelty, racism, loneliness, and grief. The monster's first victims aren't chosen at random. They're the town's most vulnerable. Matty, the neglected boy. Lilly, the traumatized girl. Theodore, the child of inherited horror. Derry feeds on people like them because it's a town built on denial and hate. The show also cleverly layers Stephen King's cosmic mythology. Between the turtle charm, the B-52 special projects, and the town's subtle decay, it's clear that Derry's evil isn't just local, it's universal. Pennywise, or It, isn't just a clown or an alien. He's an idea, a manifestation of every fearful, hateful impulse that humans try to bury. And now, in the 1960s, he's beginning to wake up. The ending, Derry's first taste of fear. By the end of the episode, we know 3 things. 1. Pennywise is rising. 2. Derry is already rotting from the inside out. And 3. The kids who survive are marked forever. Lilly's turtle charm hints that she'll play a key role in the cosmic battle between light and dark. But for now, she's just a girl who lost everyone she cared about, standing in a pool of blood with no one left to believe her. And as the camera lingers on her face, we realize something chilling. This is only the beginning. The town's descent into madness has officially begun. Pennywise isn't here yet, but his laughter is echoing through the drains, waiting for the right moment to crawl out and claim Derry for once and for all. Welcome to Derry. Episode 1 delivers a haunting reminder that evil doesn't just appear, it festers. And in a town that refuses to confront its sins, that evil always finds a way back to the surface. If this is just the beginning, then Derry's got a lot more blood to spill.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.